Automation runs the modern world, and almost nobody can explain what it actually is. The clean water from your tap, the car on the road, the parcel that lands on your doorstep overnight. Every one of those passed through automated systems built and tuned by engineers. We say the word constantly. Factory automation, home automation, industrial automation. But what is automation really? In this video, I will give you the plain English answer. Then I will build up the whole picture. The automation pyramid that ties the field together. The 3 types you need to know. And the 1 layer where a beginner should actually start. Quick note before we dig in. This is from PLC Simulator, where you can practice real industrial automation free, right in your browser. No install, no hardware. The link is in the description. Click the link in the description to try it free. Now let us define the thing. Start with the plainest definition. Automation is using control systems to run a process with minimal human intervention. Read that again. The key word is control. A controller reads what is happening through sensors. It decides what to do. Then it drives the result through actuators, motors, valves, heaters. And it does that loop over and over, faster and more consistently than any person could. That is it. A home thermostat is automation. So is an entire car plant. The only thing that changes is the scale. Sense, decide, act, repeat. That loop is the heart of every automated system on Earth. Now for the model that ties the whole field together. The automation pyramid. Picture 5 layers stacked up. At the very bottom are the field devices, the sensors and actuators that physically touch the process. Above them sits the control layer. This is the PLCs and the DCS running the real-time logic. Above that is supervisory, the SCADA system and the HMI screens and operator watches and clicks. Higher still is MES, which coordinates and tracks production across the plant. And right at the top is ERP, the business systems that plan orders, materials, and resources. Here is the rule. Data flows up the pyramid from the floor to the boardroom. Commands flow back down. Learn those 5 layers, and any automation plant suddenly has a shape. Next, the 3 types of automation. You will hear these names everywhere. First, fixed automation, sometimes called hard automation. It is built for one task at very high volume, and it is expensive to change. Think of a dedicated bottling line that does one bottle, one way, all day. Second, programmable automation. It runs a store program that you can reload for a new product. That is exactly what a PLC gives you. Change the program, change the job. Third, flexible automation. It goes a step further, switching between different jobs with little or no downtime. Picture a robot cell that reconfigures itself on the fly. Fixed is fast but rigid. Flexible is adaptable but complex. Programmable sits in the sweet spot, and it is where most learning starts. So why do we automate it all? 5 reasons, and they compound. Consistency, the same part, made the same way, every single time. Safety, people out of the dangerous, repetitive spots. Throughput, machines do not take breaks. Quality, fewer defects, tighter tolerances. And cost, higher up front, but lower over the long run. Now, where should a beginner start? Look back at the pyramid. The doorway is the control layer. The PLC, it is the most learnable piece and the most in-demand skill on the job market. And you do not need a factory to practice it. You can write the logic, wire up virtual sensors, and watch it run free in a browser. So here's what to walk away with. Automation is control systems running a process with minimal human help. The automation pyramid stacks it in 5 layers: field devices, control, supervisory, MES, and ERP. There are 3 types: fixed, programmable, and flexible. And we do it for consistency, safety, throughput, quality, and cost. Get that, and the buzzword turns into a map. Now, go make it concrete. If you want to practice real automation hands-on, click the link in the description to start free at plcsimulationsoftware.com. No hardware, no install. Subscribe, new video every Tuesday. See you in the next one.